Welcome to day 31 of my daily vlog. It's been a month. Actually, it's been more than a month because I was on vacation for a week. But this is my 31st video, so I thought it's a good point in time to look back to see what my initial goals for this vlog were, what actually happened during these last more than 30 days, and how to move on from here, right? So I was just looking at my initial video here that I recorded day one and the goals, and I was sort of skipping through that, and I sort of wasn't really aware when I started this how big the difference is between I mean, obviously a very naive thing not to be aware of it, but the difference between producing content or creating content, like filming myself doing creative work, and actually making music doing creative work. I found quite quickly that actually recording myself in, for example, Ableton Live, which is easy because I've got the setup here for screen recording, for the camera, etc. But working in Ableton Live and doing something meaningful puts me under some stress when I'm recording, so that I have to be entertaining or that I have to actually I worry too much about actually creating interesting content versus actually working in a creative manner and way and learning something from it, which was the original motivation for this blog or this vlog anyway, right? So instead of trying to think about what could be interesting to show on the vlog, I mean, that's was my intention, at least at the back of my head. I remember being in the shower in the morning and thinking about, okay, what could I film today that would actually make sense? Which is kind of not the point. It should be, what can I do musically today, and then tell you about afterwards in the vlog. So that's kind of something that I noticed. Now, if I'm scrolling through the videos that I produced, we have something interesting here. Actually, there's two kinds of videos. The majority are the sort of official landscape videos that you see. There were a couple of days where I just put out a short, mainly because I didn't really have much to say and or time to do it. So yeah, but let's just stick to the videos for now. Interesting for me that on the second day already, there was this me recording myself during the jazz rehearsal with the Open Studio Jazz. And this got the most views. So now I'm not really interested in getting views. That being said, of course, it's interesting to see what other people find interesting or not in terms of what gets the most views or not. And this by far got the most views with 179. Now, of course, this is ridiculous compared to other content creators, but I'm not seeing myself as a content creator in the sense that I'm publishing YouTube videos. I want to be seeing myself as a musician and as somebody who's been building up the studio and then who's able to share that with people, mostly friends or other people who know me. So yeah, just putting out content again is not the main purpose of this whole thing. So then with here, the only thing that matters, I forgot what it is. It's a kind of a clickbaity title. Feeling Frenchy was my first Ableton screencast, so to say, working on something that's on a loop, on an idea for a loop that I revisited quite some time again. So it's on day 8 here, and I think even day 14 again. But still, it didn't really lead to anything, or to me finishing that loop and producing actually a track, which for the whole year, because I was aiming, and I'm still aiming for doing this for a year. The goal was to produce and release 10 tracks and to perform them live. And so far, I mean, we are now at 12. So for the first month of 12 months, the first month is over, and yeah, that's I haven't really done anything closely to producing a track. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this in a second. I was filming myself back and from the drive to the band rehearsal, talking about my Phantom EX7, giving you a studio tour of what I'm building here, covering the hardware that I was selling, and I still need to sell a couple more stuff. Failure on day 11, I think I don't know what it is, but it's obviously it's in Ableton there. Then again, band rehearsal time every 7th or 8th day every week, at least. Back to jazz practice, which I thought, which I actually never really revisited, because otherwise I would have posted it. But I should be definitely rehearsing more. The thoughts about Ableton Push, sampling from the Korg Gadget 3, which was nice. But again, it's more and more stuff. It's really split. Well, basically, it's a very representative or very telling way of you looking at my brain or my musical and my creative ideas, and they're all over the place, and it's nothing that really leads to anything. Now, it's maybe being overly harsh here with myself, but it's just how it feels like. And that was part of the reason why I wanted to start this vlog, is to be able to spend some more time so that I, at some point, will be able to focus on, working towards a goal, which is releasing 10 tracks, but I'm still not even sure what kind of genre I want to be releasing there. So day 19, thoughts on Splice, my doubts here about how to work, or how to use loops, existing stuff that's already there, and where's the boundaries, where's the threshold where you say, well, now this is just really assembling stuff that's already there, and it's not giving me any creative feeling of accomplishment. Another band rehearsal, recording here on day 20, more Ableton stuff. And yeah, that was the live jam with Victor from Project Vime. And this was really fun, because this was something that I was sort of in the back of my head, and I'm still having it at the back of my head, on my mind. This is what I want to do with the studio. I want to be able to perform live. I want to be able to show this to people. I want to be able to record this, because nothing beats live in my especially in times of AI producing music by the push of a button. Standing and sort of playing live on hardware, on keyboards, twiddling knobs, and maybe even singing, not me, but somebody else, doing something together, collaborating. This is something that I think will never lose the fascination, or this is this is why people are going on tour and people buying tickets to see their stars and their musicians live. Doesn't have to be a star, of course, but to have that feeling of, okay, this is happening right now, and this is not being recorded or streamed, or this is really happening for me at this very moment. And of course, I can't have any audience here, but still, that's sort of that idea of performing live and improvising live was nice, and we'll definitely do that again. Then I did some aftermath, what worked, what didn't work on the live jam there. Some more Ableton stuff, some idea that I had actually in the shower about finding the waveforms for the PPG, the original PPG synth, and then trying to put them somewhere where I can actually do something with them. And I did this in Pigments, in Arturia Pigments. But again, started doing it, imported it, twiddled it a little bit around, produced the video, and never really revisited Pigments again. I mean, this was just a couple of days ago, but still, I feel like there's no direction, no real no real progress, steady progress in a certain direction being made. I'm just really all over the place in terms of my content and my stuff that I'm recording, which again is very, very realistic in a way that this is what I'm like, what my interests are like. And we haven't even started to do a video on the light show thing here, other than the new toy video of the LED curtain that I did yesterday. Yeah, and that's it. Day 29 was a look into my bag on Tuesday, because we had another band rehearsal time. I'm gonna leave in a minute today for the next band rehearsal. And yesterday I was so happy with this new LED curtain that you see here in the back, that I made this video about the LED curtain. So what next? Right now we've got the first 31 days in, and I feel like it's time to be honest about some things. First of all, I don't see myself forcing myself producing new content just for the sake of it, while I'm not in my studio in a place where I can produce these things, or where I've got some musical instruments with me, specifically when I'm on vacation with my family. Now, of course, I could take a ukulele or a learning guitar or something, or even take a electron device with me, a Syntect or a Digitect. But then again, it's weird to film that, and even if I would like to, and I will probably take some device with me on vacation, I don't want to worry too much about filming every day just for the sake of it, because it just feels weird and it's not part of the usual day-to-day sort of how the day flows when you're with your family. You want to spend time with them and not really thinking about some self-imposed rules that I have to do this every day. So that's one thing. I haven't really recorded anything during the vacation, which was fine, and I won't be doing this for the next vacation probably also. So the next thing that I think I need to be aware of is that really doing content and trying to think of something just for the sake of recording something and publishing something every day is better than doing nothing at all in terms of doing something creative. But it's not what I actually want to be doing. So I'm thinking about giving myself a theme for, let's say, a week, and then the theme could be working on the French loop thingy project, or I don't know, setting up a live a track for a live performance, and then performing it live on the last day of that period of that week, something like that. And then I can gradually work towards that mini goal for that week. If you know me, I'm sort of rooted in software development, and I've been an agile practitioner, and I've sort of learned all the ins and outs of Scrum, which is a software methodology. But the idea is that you really don't approach a whole project by specifying it, spending a very long time thinking about it, and spending a very long time implementing it, and spending a very long time testing it, and then you're done. It's rather you compress that whole cycle into 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, but 2 weeks is pretty typical, which is called a sprint. And within these 2 weeks, you do the whole cycle of starting, thinking about what you want to do, specifying it, implementing it, testing it. And this is, I think, what gives you a result after this 1 or 2 weeks. And this is something that I would like to do for going further with this daily vlog. I will find a way to define sort of a theme, let's call it a theme, for the week, and then I will do something every day, even if it's just a couple of minutes, to work towards that goal, towards that theme. And then at the end of the week, which would be probably should be the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday, where I've got more time, where I've got not my full work day that I have to worry about. So on Sunday, I will then sort of summarize and tell you about what has happened and hopefully have something to show, or will show whatever the result is at that point, and at the same time reset and define the theme for the next week. And within the week, my focus will be on gradually moving, making some progress towards that goal, but not necessarily producing long form content. So it could be a short video just to tell you that I've done the work, but not going into too many details about that. I think that's more realistic. It still gives me the incentive to work on that thing every day. And the themes could be like using the French loop, for example, the French house loop, and arrange it and post it somewhere to sort of have some sort of finished track. Another theme could be to practice jazz piano every day. Now, actually, I should be doing that regular anyway, ideally daily, but maybe even 3 or 4 times a week at least. So I don't know if that's a good thing, but especially if I know that I have got a very busy week ahead of me, maybe just spending 5 to 10 minutes practicing jazz piano, which will then be 15 to 20 minutes anyway, because I like doing it. But once I sit down, it's enough to sort of prepare yourself to just play one note, and then you will be bound to and motivated to play more than one note anyway. So that could be one theme. Another theme could be we are with our band, we are heading towards the next live concert. So all the preparations for that could be a theme, which is in end of March, I think. But yeah, this is something that I have to do anyway, the preparations, and the program will be pretty much the same as the last concert in October. So there's not that much to do other than have the rehearsals and finalize everything with the band. But still, it could be something to do, and it will definitely require some time anyway in the week before the concert. So this could also already be the content for this week. What else? Yeah, maybe automating with the lights. The Light Keys is the name of the software, automating the DMX lighting effects and everything from within Ableton Live, which is possible, but I've never really bothered or had the time, would be interested of course, but had the time to do something in it. So that could be one theme, setting up triggering the lights and defining some scenes from within Ableton Live. And yeah, also, I guess probably just coming up with at least the first track of these 10 tracks that I was aiming for the during the next 300 and now 30 days. So yeah, publish and or produce and publish 10 tracks. I need to begin then at some point. Originally, I wanted to present at least a couple of tracks around that live concert with my band. Now, I'm not sure whether that's actually a good way to do that, because it's 1 month away, so that's not that much time. On the other hand, it would give me, having a deadline would motivate me definitely to do something and to at least have 3 or 4 tracks already. Worst case, I could take the tracks that I was presenting on Donauinsel gig, which was a gig I did last September on the MPC One Plus that I sold, but I was transferring the samples to Push, so we could do that there. But I wasn't too happy with the sounds and with the style there anyway. So yeah, you see already, I'm getting into the details and losing the overall picture there. So thank you for watching. If you're still watching day 31. I will be going to band rehearsal today. There will be probably some sort of intermediary contents for the next days until Sunday. And then I will need to come up with the theme for the following week. And maybe I'll already start doing that tomorrow. But yeah, that's the news from me here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this creative journey. I'm happy that I'm doing this. It's stressful, but it's most of the time it's a good time of stress. I just need to be able to focus it and funnel it into a direction that allows me to actually achieve the things that I set out to achieve. Spending more time doing creative work, and having some steady progress. And I've reserved the time. That's sort of what's has been working. I still need to work on defining the direction, at least from week to week, and this is what I'm going to do. So thank you and bye bye.